Hi there! This video is about reprogram the modules in a Chevy Trailblazer. But the principle is the same in all of the 360 platforms. And I know there's tons of these videos on YouTube, but I wanted to do this one because I'm gonna do more videos about what you can do with the Tech 2 and TIS 2000. So I kind of want them in a series. So that's why I'm doing this one that probably most of you guys already watched on YouTube and you know how to do it. But as I said, I want to do a series of different things you can do with Tech 2. So this is part 1, and I'm gonna upload the part 2 probably next week, and part 2 is going to be about adding options in your BCM with the Tech 2. And I don't know if they have any YouTube videos about that, but I'm gonna upload my own so you can see how to do it, and I'm also give you some pointers or tips what you can do and what you can't do with upgrading your options in your GMT 360. So thanks for watching, and let's start. So this is my setup. I got the Tech 2 and I got a laptop with XP where I installed the ST 2000, I think it was called, or what was it? Let's start it up and see what it was. I don't remember the name of it now. Duh. Just lost it. TIS 2000 was it. Get a close up here, you can see. I think. There, TIS 2000. Using a cell phone for camera right now. So anyway, first we gotta check. I'm gonna check and see so I got internet connection, because I need that, and I'm also gonna hook up the Tech 2 to the vehicle. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it hooked up now. The connection there, and I'm also using the CAN bus box, and when I do this I always turn off the interior lights because it takes a lot of power. I also run the cable with the window down. That way, when you have to turn the ignition on and off, you can just reach in to turn it on and off, because that's what you need to do when you're programming. So up front here I got the Tech 2, and ooh, it's dusty. And I always run a battery charger at the same time, because if you run out of juice in the battery during the programming, if you are unlucky, you have to replace the module, because when you reprogram them, it always erases the old software first, and then they install the new software. And if you run out of battery after it removed the old software, it happened to me on a driver's door module. I couldn't reprogram it. I don't know what happened with it, but I couldn't get into the module after. So I got a module from the junkyard and reprogrammed that with a fresh battery and fully charged battery and the charger on it. So I always put the charger on when I'm reprogramming. And I got the internet connection working, and I also got the converter from RS-232 to USB, because the Tech 2 that comes with a RS-232 connector, and my laptop doesn't have that. So I got this converter. It was such a long time I bought it, so I don't remember what it cost or who it's from. My says here. See if I can get it there. Maybe you can Google it if you need one. This has been working really, really good. I've had some other converters, LM327, and I've tried some other too, but they didn't work as good as this one. This one is really good buy. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to put the camera back here so I don't have to hold it, and see if we can get it over here. First thing you do is turn on the ignition, and because we got this automatic light, I usually turn it down to parking light, and then now the Tech 2 is powered from the car through the OBD connection. So we turn it on. Enter. Then you have diagnostic. Can you see this? You got diagnostic, service programming, capture data, performance part diagnostic, tool option, getting started. So we're going to do service programming system. Now it's requesting info. You gotta have the ECU program must be installed before request info. There we go. Please make sure you update it to the most current Tech 2 software version. I'm not updated to the most current, but it doesn't really matter. Continue. It's Chevy. It's 2002. It's a light duty truck. It's a Trailblazer. I've turned off all the power consuming devices. Continue. Now it's reading the VIN and the ECU data. And then it comes up with the VIN number. It ends on 7301, so I'm going to check that. 7301, so that's my VIN number. And is this incorrect? Yes. Turn off ignition and disconnect Tech 2 from vehicle and connect it to the PC. So turn off the ignition. And I usually disconnect it from here, so I don't have to pull all the cable out of the car, because you don't need this connection when you have the PC anyway. Get up here, and then I have a power supply. Get it running. And in the other end of this converter, you got the connection. This hooks up. You have two. The bigger one, this connection goes to. And let's start TIS 2000. And then we go under, where's the car? Service programming system. Take 2, reprogram ECU, vehicle. Next one. There. Connect take 2 to vehicle. So I already did the first part. So the second part, connect the power supply cable. You turn it on. Hit next. There's my VIN number, came up. Do next. And here you got all the modules. Let's do this. Here are all the different modules. Like select one. You got the powertrain, driver door module, passenger door module, lift gate, transfer case, front HVAC, body controller, depth, instrument panel cluster. These are the modules that I can reprogram. So this car is from 2002, and I doubt it that the PCM ever been updated on this one. It's not normally they do in Sweden. They'll leave the car for service and stuff. And all the receipts I got from the previous owner, it doesn't show any GM Verkstad. GM shop worked on it, so I doubt it's got any updates. So I choose that, normal programming, and I go to next. There it comes up. So we got two part numbers. So if I click on the first one, it's not valued. So here's a new number. It's changed from 125.79.238 to 125.87.430. And down here you can see the difference in the new software. It's got new calibration to improve idle stability, and operating system software replaced, and different part numbers. So we click on next, and here you got a full spec. New calibration to improve idle, new calibration for diagnostic enhancement, new calibration to correct cold start shift problems, speedometer calibration, new calibration to address customer complaint of overheat condition, and electronic throttle control calibration. And I know for a fact that on my car the speedometer is off like 5-6 miles per hour. So after I program in this, we'll see. I'm going for a ride tomorrow if the speedometer is any better, because I compare it with GPS speed when I'm driving. So we click on next. Okay. The calibration selected is already the current calibration in the control module, so you can't reprogram it. So it was already the latest version. They don't have any updates. This is the newest one. Cool. Let's go to next then. Driver door module, I have no problems. Passenger door module, no problems. Lift gate module, I got some problems with. Let's see if we can program them, or if it's the latest. No, here's the latest in that one too. Somebody did a good job on this car. What about transfer case? Oh, it's been updated several times. Let's see if I have the latest. Yep. I have the latest here too. You can see here with the new software. 4-wheel drive over the all-wheel drive in up. No indicator light. Mode selector switch. Reinstalled. It's a lot of people online that have problems with their transfer case, and they keep, nobody ever tell them that they might need to reprogram it. They just change this and change that. They're just throwing money on the car without proper diagnostic. HVAC, no problem. TEF, the instrument cluster, no problem. So, the one I was interested in, I already have the latest. But anyway, that's how it works. Update. Just to show you, I found one that needs new software. The driver door module. And you can see here, you have 2 boxes unchecked. So the first one, that's new calibration to correct the issue of premature stalling of power folding mirrors, driver door, and address complaints of mirror not returning to the correct location after using reverse tilt feature. And the other one is for the passenger door. So we do one first. This is the driver door. Click next, and you get all the detailed information. Click next again. I had a bad connection on my Tech 2. It turned off by itself. So I'll try again. See what happens. See on Tech 2 now. And here it's downloading the new software to the Tech 2. And you got the bits reading. Doesn't take that long. %. And then it says here, ensure proper voltage to the vehicle, connect it to the vehicle, select service program from Tech 2 menu, allow Tech 2 service, follow Tech 2 service reprogramming instructions. So I'm gonna hook it back up and come back. Hang the Tech 2 here. I attach the cable. So let's turn on the ignition. Down on parking light. Turn on the Tech 2. Enter. Service programming. Enter. VIN is right. Continue. This was hard with one hand. Continue. It says programming in progress. You got the percentage. Doesn't take long. Any dealership that says this takes an hour, they're full of shit. Programming was successful. Turn off ignition. Turn it off. And continue. So, program another module means that we have to read from the car again. It doesn't save it in the memory. The Tech 2 doesn't save all the modules. So when you read the modules from the car, you get all the modules in Tech 2. But if you reprogram one module, all the other ones, they're not still there. So We'll turn on the ignition again. This is why I have the battery charger on. Because if you're going to program more than one module, it could take some time. So we push enter here. Go through it again. Chevrolet 2002 light truck, Trailblazer, continue. It's reading the VIN now. VIN is correct. Yes button. Turn off the ignition and disconnect it. So it's back on my stand here. So anyway, I did the driver's door mirror. So now I'm going to do the passenger side. And I don't think I need a close-up to show you that. If I just do this without any close-ups, you can see how long it takes. Passenger door module. This is the passenger door. Now it's downloaded it. I'm going to put a time on this in the video, and you get an exactly time how long it takes to program one module from the time you read it from the car until you're finished. That's why I'm filming this sequence. There. That was okay. Turn it off. Disconnect it. Hook it back up to the car. Turn the ignition on. Power the Take 2. Programming. Oops, this one failed. Don't know why, but see here, programming failed. So we're gonna try one more time. Program. I thought it took a long time. lot of error codes. So, is the problem in the file I downloaded to the Tech2, or is the problem in the module? So I'm going to try downloading the file again and see if I can get it to work. But I won't film that, so I'll be back. Okay, I downloaded the software one more time to the Tech2. Let's see if it works this time. If not, the module is damaged. Gonna stuck on line 7 again. Oh, there you go. Programming. So it's probably something wrong with the file I downloaded to the Tech2. So if I get an error like that, I always try to re-download the file and try again. Usually about three times I usually try, and if I don't get it to work after 3 times, the module is damaged. You can't reprogram it, which means you need to replace it. But you just get from the junkyard, like I did with the driver door module. Programming was successful. Turn off ignition. So now you know how you program them and about how long time it takes. So any dealership that says, oh, it takes a couple of hours, they're full of bullshit. The next video, I'm going to show you some tricks that I did with one of the modules on my Trailblazer. So please subscribe, and I'm going to upload more videos about my Trailblazer and what I'm doing to it. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, please click thumbs up. If you didn't like it, click thumbs down. Thanks. Bye.